Hey guys, welcome to Pill Reaction. In this video, we will discuss about D-dimer test and its significance. And also, we will see how D-dimer is produced by cytokine storm. Now, let's have a brief pathogenesis of coronavirus infection. When the virus gets into the respiratory system, it targets the alveoli. In the alveoli, there are two types of cells, mainly type 1 and type 2 pneumocytes. The virus in alveoli attaches to the type 2 pneumocyte. More specifically, the virus binds to the angiotensin converting enzyme 2 receptor, which is present on the type 2 pneumocyte. Binding of SARS-CoV-2 to the ACE2 receptor and penetration into the epithelial cells of the lungs. After the penetration of virus into the lungs, the virus initiates its replication and creates multiple copies of its own and releases newly formed viruses out of the cell to infect other cells. Since all this is happening inside the type 2 pneumocyte, the type 2 pneumocytes gets damaged. Hence, it's going to release specific inflammatory mediators. These inflammatory mediators calls the macrophages nearby. Macrophages once stimulated, they secrete specific cytokines. These cytokines in large amounts resulting in cytokine storm. When someone gets hurt, there is a cut on the skin. You will see that there is some amount of bleeding, but then it stops on its own. This is an accountable process called coagulation that stops the flow of blood. And this is what happens in response to injury. But if these clots are developing spontaneously inside a blood vessel without any injury, they are going to form a plug or a cast within the blood vessel and completely cut off the circulation to that particular vital organ. And this scenario is seen in both viral attack on blood vessels and the immune response to the virus. So, the thrombosis or the clotting that occur in the COVID-19 patients is called as immunothrombosis. So, how is this happening? The cytokine storm in COVID makes the blood vessel very thin. Hence, the blood vessel is becoming more permeable. So, now all the water content of the blood is moving out of the blood vessel into the interstitial space. That means in the blood vessel, we are only left with the solid cells. As a result, blood starts to coagulate. This abnormal clot inside the blood vessel is called as thrombus. And this thrombus can lead to the embolism. That is, it can block the blood flow at a capillary of, let's say, heart, kidney or a lung, and blocks the blood supply to other vital organs. This cytokine storm will lead to multi-organ failure, and this is what is happening in most of the COVID-19 patients undergoing death. This is the blood vessel where thrombus is formed. This thrombus is having the fibrin mesfer along with the protein D-dimer. The endothelium of the blood vessels releases something called as tissue plasminogen activator. This mediator will act on the precursor plasminogen and convert it into the active plasmin. Now, this formed plasmin is a clot dissolving substance, meaning this plasmin can dissolve the clot. It can act on the fibrin mesfer and it can break down the fibrin mesfer and release fibrin degradation products and the protein D-dimer. Hence, as the clot is dissolved, the D-dimer level is increased. Hence, this D-dimer acts as a marker to know the amount of clot that is formed inside a blood vessel. If we are getting a negative value in D-dimer, it says that thrombus is not there. Hence, the risk of deep vein thrombosis, stroke or MI is not there. If we are getting a positive value in D-dimer test, it says that the thrombus is present. Hence, there is a risk of deep vein thrombosis, that is DVT, or a pulmonary embolism, stroke, or a myocardial infarction, which is confirmed by a CT scan. D-dimer normal levels. Cutoff value is 500 nanogram per ml. Abnormal value is more than 500 nanogram per ml. Thank you for watching. If you think this video helped you gain knowledge, then please consider sharing it. Let's learn together. For more such pill reaction videos, subscribe to our channel and stay tuned.